Welcome back to the news. Now in West Bengal, it's always a heated election. But this time, it's more heated than has ever been seen, and the instances of physical violence which have been reported have also been unprecedented. 3 to 4 weeks back, it was the Trinamool Congress which was complaining about high-handed tactics of the CPIM. But almost all the reports that have come in. And on this point, I'd like to introduce our two panelists tonight. Dinesh Trivedi represents the Trinamool Congress and Nilotpal Basu represents the CPIM. Thank you, gentlemen, both of you, for joining us on the Newshour debate tonight. Now, let me tell you, Mr. Trivedi, almost all the instances that are being received, especially over the last few days and in and around the Kolkata area, are those of absolute, what can only be called brutal use of force and Gundaism by the Trinamool Congress cadre. Now, is this ratified by your party, and what is your party doing to control it, or is this part of what you call the battle for Bengal?
Anup, I cannot speak without any basis. Are you the judge? Have you done the investigation? Who talks what? Let me tell you what is the ground reality.
Now, let me tell you the cases.
Let
me tell you the cases.
No. Let me tell you the cases. Let me finish.
Can I tell you the cases?
Finish. Just let me finish, because I'm in Barakpur. I'm fighting my election in Barakpur, and I know exactly what is happening. The issue in Bengal is only state-sponsored terrorism and rigging of elections. This time what has happened, that the people of West Bengal have come out and stopped the rigging, and they have resisted the rigging, because in democracy, if elections are rigged, then the MP is not of the people. This is where we have been pleading with the Election Commission, please give central forces in each and every booth, which I think Election Commission has not been able to give, at least in Barakpur.
But I'll give you three specific examples. Did the CPM beat up the CPM MLA, Mrs. Dastidar? One. Did the CPM beat up, the CPM MP from Diamond Harbour, Shomik Lahiri? And did the CPM beat up BJP spokesperson and the journalist accompanying him from the Washington Post, who has gone on record to say that this is exactly what have happened? What are your explanations to these three specific instances?
I mean, you see, Arnab, Arnab, it's very easy to sit in an air-conditioned studio and talk like this. But the fact is, it's a failure of administration, absolute failure of administration. If the administration is right, let them inquire. The fact is, ask the people on the street, and they will say the violence and the Stalinism is only of the CPM. We are a very peaceful party, and we don't believe in violence. The fact is, we do not have the know-how. We just are believer of democracy. CPM doesn't believe or practice democracy. I think this debate becomes absolutely useless.
No, you can say the debate becomes useless, but there's a specific example of what Mamta Banerjee said, and
but who has done the inquiry?
She's on tape. She's on tape, mister. She's on tape
on
what? That. We can tell you what she said.
Mr. Trivedi, just to quote Ms. Mamta Banerjee.
What did she say?
She actually went on to say that she would paste posters of the Trinamool Congress on the backs of CPM workers.
And actually,
no, I mean that doesn't mean that she said that. No, it doesn't mean that she said that yes, we have done.
No, but the
fact is what I have said.
Mr.
People
Trivedi
of West Bengal has stopped rigging.
Mr. Trivedi, let me tell you specifically further what she said. We are going to identify CPM supporters. We are going to paste posters on their backs and force them to a situation where they say we are no longer with the CPM. We are no longer with the CPM. That's what she said. Now that's obviously.
No, but that's I think the entire debate is about violence, and the fact is there is an administration. Let the administration ask this question to the administration.
Nilotpal Basu.
And today the administration is the Election Commission.
Okay, Nilotpal Basu. Let me draw you into this. Mr. Basu.
What can I say? What can I say? If they attack MLA, if they attack parliament election candidates, and you see what he is talking about, resisting rigging, all the incidents of violence have taken place either before the elections, much ahead of the elections, or even after the elections. Now, to resist rigging, why do you want to kill people after the elections are over? The people that have been killed within the Uluberia constituency, those incidents were after the elections were over. the Nandigram violence had taken place after the elections were over. I mean the killings, the people who have been killed. And in Falta, what you are referring to, attack on Chandana Ghosh Dostidar, our MLA there, and Shomik Lahiri, our Diamond Harbour constituency, that has taken 3 days before the elections. And these are instances very clear, and people are seeing that. And from the beginning of the election campaign, about 40 of our cadre and leaders have been killed in different parts of the state. And if the opposition is really so interested in stopping violence, I mean, at least they should issue a statement of protest, which they never did. So people are also, we are also very confident that people are also watching, people are also observing, and they will draw their own conclusions that who is importing this kind of violence, which has never been seen.
On the point which has been repeatedly made by the Trinamool Congress, that the CPM uses its organization to coerce, and on the ground some Trinamool supporters say we are only giving back at the same kind. Mr. Basu.
I think, I mean, they can claim, but you see, the Maoists killed our people, and the police was not allowed. On the one hand, Mr. Trivedi was asking for central paramilitary force in every booth of the Barakpur Lok Sabha constituency, but in a place called Lalgarh, the so-called anti-police atrocity committee, which is an open outfit of the Maoists, now everybody is aware of that, they were not even allowing the police administration to go in and to resolve the problem peacefully. Election Commission decided that the people will come out and vote in a place outside Lalgarh. There, the Trinamool was not opposed to that demand by this so-called anti-police atrocity committee that they should allow police and the central paramilitary forces to go in, and Election Commission compromised. But on the other hand, in other places, we have absolutely no problem, because 2006, every booth was manned by the central paramilitary forces. The state government here asked for more battalions and more companies of central.
Mr. Basu, I'm sorry, I'm running short of time, so I'm just going to say at the very end, the last thing which the people of West Bengal, who have voted more than 75% this time as of now, need is a round of violence to mar the last phase. Thank you so much for joining us, and that's